Hi, and welcome back to Wake Up Canada News. I'm Brad Wilder. As part of its 2SLGBTQI plus action plan, the Trudeau government has awarded a $1.1 million advance on a purge fund that targets hateful parents opposing gender ideology and LGBTQ indoctrination. Now, the contract was given to Cosset Communications back on July 26th of 2023. It's been done to, as I quote, develop, manage a 2SLGBTQ plus anti-stigma campaign awareness and marketing campaign aimed at, well, targeted segments of people, end quote. Who are the people they're targeting? We're going to find out. In the next quote, the campaign should address hateful propaganda and debunk disinformation that is, well, allegedly targeting 2SLGBTQ people. The statement reads in a reference that could be used against parents as targeted segments of people who oppose gender ideology in schools. Now, the Prime Minister, he announced Canada's first federal 2SLGBTQI plus action plan. At a news conference, that all happened on August the 28th, 2022, just before he headed off to attend Ottawa's Pride Parade, the first one after 2 years of COVID lockdowns. Now, Trudeau said the $100 million scheme was the first of its kind, and, well, evidence of his government's continuing commitment to promoting diversity and combating discrimination. Now, this will guide our ongoing work to fight discrimination, break down barriers, to advise rights, and to build a future where everyone in Canada is truly free to be who they are and love whom they love, Trudeau said. End quote. News and updates about how the money is being spent can be found on the federal government's LGBT Purge Fund page. The purge refers to gay individuals who were fired from the Canadian military, RCMP, and public service as a result of their sexual orientation, which at the time was red flagged because of the potential for such individuals to be compromised or blackmailed. Trudeau apologized for the firings on November 28, 2017 in a terror-laden speech that, well, was made to the House of Commons. Some of the ways of the Trudeau government is spending taxpayer money to alleviate the burden on LGBTQ people may be found on the Government of Canada's Pride Season webpage, a section of the Women and Gender Equality Canada site, too. While promoting Pride Month in June, Trudeau frequently referred not to any month, but to Pride Season, end quote. He was speaking out of hand. Trudeau, well, his government has indeed set aside 4 months to promote the LGBTQ ideology, and the website explains why so much time is dedicated to this celebration. In a quote, Pride Season is a term that refers to the wide range of pride events that take place over the summer, June to September, when 2S LGBTQI plus communities and allies come together to spotlight the resilience, celebrate the talent, and recognize the contributions of 2S LGBTQI plus communities. Although special attention is put on pride events during the summer months, they happen to run throughout the year in many communities, reads the government website. The government makes the astounding claim that it's celebrating over 50 years of 2S LGBTQI plus activism in Canada, apparently forgetting that the current proliferation of letters denoting a myriad of interests did not exist in the early 70s, when the movement was strictly concerned with lesbian, gay, and bisexual people. But the Trudeau government continues to spend money on LGBTQ events and initiatives and out of season. Some of the money has gone to the Rainbow Railroad. They seek to bring LGBTQ refugees to Canada, or in changing the official immigration entry form that now offers applicants the choice of male, female, and X. Although the cost of each action plan project is not evident on the website, nor how many government salaries are being underwritten, there are numerous descriptions of how taxpayer dollars are being spent. In May 2023, Halifax hosted the 7th Quadrennial Unison Festival, a choral event featuring Canada's 2SLGBTQIA plus choruses, the website reports. Quote, the first festival was held in Edmonton back in 1998, and festivals have since, been held in Toronto, Vancouver, Winnipeg, Ottawa, and even Calgary, end quote. The choral celebration attracted 22 choirs and over 1,000 attendees, including members of the LGBT Purge Fund Board, who commissioned works of music to highlight the LGBT purge. The website says the pieces were poignant and powerful. The LGBT Purge Fund is also paying for the design and construction of a 2S LGBTQI plus national monument. It's planned for Winnipeg, Manitoba. The government has found history worth funding as well, with new research by Sarah Worthman of discrimination faced by 2S LGBTQ plus soldiers during World War I. This is part of a project to reveal the untold queer history of Canada's military in the First World War. Worthman has also unearthed the records of 35 men who were charged with gross indecency during the global conflict. The Purge Fund Board welcomes any other relevant proposals that it can lend budgetary assistance to. Well, with $100 million, you can only imagine what's going to happen next. I'm Brad Wilder. This story written by David Creighton. Thanks for watching. You can find us on bitchute.com/Wake Up Canada News. We're also on rumble.com/Wake Up Canada News. We also have a Facebook page up and running as well. Till next time, remember, you're the voice, and it's time to make it count.